You probably clicked on this video because of the thumbnail, but listen closely. Watch this until the very end. And by the time we hit the 1-minute mark, your entire perspective on women will change forever. Because what if I told you that everything you think you know about love is a lie? You've been told that women fall for the nicest guy, the richest guy, or the best-looking guy. But the truth, women don't love men. At least not in the way you think. They don't fall for your face, your money, or even your personality. They fall for something deeper, more primal, more psychological. And if you don't understand it, you'll always feel like love is some kind of mystery you can't solve. But by the end of this video, you won't just understand how women think. You'll know how to make them feel. Something so powerful, they'll never forget you. Let's dive in. Sign 1. Women don't love you. They love how you make them feel. Let me tell you a secret that most men will never understand. Women don't love you. Not your face, not your wallet, not even your personality. What they love is how you make them feel. That's right. Love to a woman is not a solid structure built on logic and reason. It's a storm, an experience, an emotional high that she never wants to come down from. You could be the most handsome, successful, well-dressed guy in the room, but if she doesn't feel something powerful when she's around you, she'll forget you faster than yesterday's news. Psychologists call this emotional imprinting. It's the reason a woman can meet 2 men on the same day. One who says all the right things but bores her, and another who teases her, challenges her, and makes her laugh until she can't breathe. And guess who she'll be thinking about that night? It's not fair. Right, you could be the better choice, the safer option, the more loyal man. And yet she'll always choose the man who makes her feel alive. This is where most guys fail. They try to impress her with accomplishments. They try to convince her with logic. But the men that women actually obsess over, they create an emotional roller coaster, a mix of tension, excitement, mystery, and comfort. They make her chase the high. Ever wondered why women always go back to their exes, even when they swear they're done? It's not because of who he is. It's because of how he made her feel. Sign 2. The more you chase, the less she feels. Let me ask you something. Have you ever sent a text and waited hours for a reply? Have you ever felt that slow, burning anxiety, wondering if she's losing interest now? Flip it around. Have you ever had someone too available for you? Someone who texted back instantly? Someone who said yes to everything you asked? How did that make you feel? Women are wired for anticipation. A man who is always there, always texting, always available, creates zero tension. And tension is what makes attraction electric. Here's a harsh truth. When a man chases, he destroys the very thing that could make her fall for him. It's human psychology. We don't value what we already have. We crave what we might lose. The minute she knows she has you, her brain relaxes. And when her brain relaxes, attraction fades. This is why high VO value men never chase. They lead. They let a woman come to them. And when she does, they don't give her everything at once. They create mystery. They make her wonder. Because the second she stops wondering about you, she starts forgetting you. Sign 3. Women don't want a nice guy. They want an unshakable man. Let's talk about the nice guy epidemic. Women say they want a nice guy. But what they really mean is they want a man who is kind but not weak. A lot of guys make this mistake. They think being nice means saying yes to everything. They think it means never disagreeing, never taking the lead, never standing their ground. But let me ask you this. Would you respect a man who never challenges you? Would you trust a leader who always bends? Of course not, because here's the secret. Women are drawn to strength, not just physical strength, emotional strength. The kind of man who doesn't flinch under pressure. The kind of man who doesn't beg for approval. The kind of man who can walk away from anyone, even her if he has to. This is why women are addicted to Stoic men. A man who isn't reactive, a man who stays calm in chaos, a man who, when she tests him, because, she will test him, doesn't fold like wet paper. A woman doesn't need another friend. She doesn't need a therapist. She needs a man who stands firm when everything else is shaking. Sign 4. Love is a game of perception, not reality. Let's talk about one of the biggest illusions in love. The idea that people fall for each other based on reality. You might think a woman falls for you because of who you are, what you do, or how you treat her. But here's the hard truth. She's not falling in love with you. She's falling in love with the story she's created about you in her mind. Psychologists call this cognitive projection, and the tendency for people to project their own emotions, desires, and expectations onto others. A woman's emotions don't respond to logic. They respond to the narrative in her mind, sign 5. If she feels safe, she'll never leave after everything we've covered, the emotional high, the mystery, the perception. There's one final truth about love that overrides everything else. At her core, a woman doesn't stay because of how much she loves you. She stays because she feels safe. Now, I'm not just talking about physical safety. That's a given. I'm talking about emotional safety, the deep subconscious certainty that when she's with you, she's protected, both from the outside world and from her own emotional chaos. Women's emotions shift like the tide. One day they're passionate and obsessed. The next, they're distant and unsure. This isn't manipulation. It's biology. In a world where her emotions are constantly shifting, the one thing she craves more than anything, a man who is unshakable. The strongest men aren't cold. They're consistent. A woman feels safe when she knows you don't break under pressure. You don't lash out when things go wrong. You don't let her emotions dictate your emotions. And when a woman realizes that she won't just love you, she won't just desire you, she'll never want to leave you. Because at the end of the day, the women who stay, the ones who never lose interest, never stray, never stop being in love, are the ones who have found a man who makes them feel safe in a way no other man can. This is the Stoic circle. If you found this valuable, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the strategies that put you ahead. Stay sharp, stay stoic, and let them chase.